Ladies and gentlemen, my name is, whichever you prefer, Andrzej Ładak, Andy Ladak, and I go by some other names that some of you have used as well. I'd like to welcome you to this event, to the installation ceremony and the official introduction of the recently elected members of the American Polish Cultural Society and the board. I'd like to thank, before I forget, Stanley Krull for providing us with some delightfully soothing piano music, including several melodies or songs like Uwiłem się z nią na dziewiątą, which I remember as a child because I grew up with a mother who used to listen to this music all day long on the radio. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The opening comments will be fairly short. We're going to move to dinner before too long. But before we proceed, I would like to introduce some of our distinguished guests, starting with Father Roman Pasieczny, who's the pastor of St. Lawrence Parish in Utica. Honorable John M. Chmura, or Chmura as I call him, Chief Judge at 37th District Court. Richard Valavender, the Honorary Consul for Poland. Jolanta Hałaszkiewicz, President of the Michigan Division of the Polish American Congress. And we have at least one representative, Stella, here from the PNA, Stella Szczesny. And if there's anyone I missed, come up to me after the program, we'll talk. Well, I will introduce, yeah, well, okay, you're right, the Polonia Media. That's important. I had forgotten to mention that here. It's written in my margins because I had moved it over to another location. That's the problem with being the MC, is you kind of never get caught up. And so, but yes, the Polonian or Polonia Media is represented by Alicja Karlic, who is the director of the Polish Media Center. And also we have, I see Mr. Jerzy Różalski, who's the director of Polish Variety Radio for many years. And again, I hope I haven't missed anything, anybody, but I think that pretty much covers everyone for the moment. So before we proceed, I would like to ask Father Pasieczny to begin the afternoon's program by offering an invocation.
Good afternoon. Niech będzie pochwalony Jezus Chrystus. Może nie wszyscy mnie znają, jeszcze raz, ksiądz Roman. From St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence Parish, it's a great parish. Maybe not everyone knows where is it, but it's Utica and M59. And we have zjedzmy wszystko, wszystko wszyściusieńko. Hej, żeby na tym stole było puściusieńko. Hej, żeby na tym stole było puściusieńko. Na zdrowie, smacznego!
I have been on the election committee for more than 10 years, and it is my great pleasure and privilege to introduce newly elected executive board, board of directors, and a financial review committee to be sworn in to uphold the office as a new American Polish Cultural Society board. Okay, now I'll invite Judge Chmura to administer the oath of office. Mr. Chmura, they're all yours.
With that, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In the presence of honored guests and the members here assembled, I ask you to please raise your right hand and repeat after me the oath of office. I Everybody? Okay, good. Do solemnly promise and pledge that I shall faithfully serve as. Now state your positions.
Good afternoon. Nazywam się Ryszard Tarnicki. Pragnę Państwu serdecznie podziękować za przybycie na dzisiejszą uroczystość. Ale przede wszystkim pragnę przy tej okazji podziękować wszystkim członkom zarządu za wspólną pracę przez te ostatnie 5 lat. Byłem prezesem. I would like to congratulate to new President George and wish him successful in his new roles. Thank you very much to all of you for your support and attending our very important event today. George, please step forward. Now I'm passing power over to you, George.
Thank you very much, Pan Tarnicki. I greatly appreciate the kind words. So, hello, dzień dobry. My name is George Kurzakowski, and I want to thank everyone who placed their trust in me, been voted for me as the next president of the American Polish Cultural Society and Center. I want to thank my wife, Cindy, my mom, my brother, my family, and everyone else for their support, especially my sons, Kevin and Alex, who maybe one day will also want to help the board in a couple of decades from now. I want to thank Mr. Tarnicki for his 5 years of hard work as board president and director.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move now to a segment that we're calling the special awards presentation. And I would invite again my colleague Ludwig Robak to come up to the microphone.
Is Bogumiła Ewa Gala. Please step forward. Oh, I'm sorry, no, Andrzej Chodubski. Sorry, Andrzej Chodubski will present her a gift.
Okay, today is such a beautiful day. It feels like springtime, and I feel like a spring chicken. Good afternoon. My name is Andrzej Chodubski. On behalf of American Polish Cultural Society, it is my pleasure to present Appreciation Award to Ewa Gala. In appreciation for her contributions to the success of the American Polish Cultural Society and American Polish Cultural Center. Let's give her a big applause.
Okay, the second award is award to Mr. Zbigniew Martusiewicz. Please step forward. And Grażyna Tarnicki will have something for you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Drodzy Państwo, mam ogromną przyjemność podziękować naszemu koledze, który chwilowo zawiesił swoje czynności i mamy nadzieję, że to tylko tymczasowe. Pragnę Zbyszkowi złożyć serdeczne podziękowanie za jego tak wieloletnią pracę, za jego poświęcenie dla naszego ukochanego centrum. Zbyszek jest niezawodny, pomaga nam w każdej potrzebie, nie tylko doradą, ale również bardzo hojnie finansowo, za co jesteśmy bezgranicznie wdzięczni. Więc tym małym symbolem dziękujemy tymi słowami. American Polish Culture proudly presents Zbigniew Martusiewicz with Appreciation Award, with grateful acknowledgement for his extraordinary contribution, dedication, and the resolve in assuring our success. Thank you very much, Zbyszek.
Okay, and there's a third award is for Mr. Richard Tarnitsky, and it's going to be presented by nobody else but Barbara Lemeha.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I thank you so much for being here. It's a privilege for me to represent this special recognition to our president, who was serving us for past 5 years, but that's only as a leader. He's been here for 2 decades. Going on the roof, fixing the air conditioner, going in the kitchen when the things break, he was always here, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. It saved us a lot of money too, because we didn't have to call someone to do it. It is a privilege. He appointed me to be on the scholarship committee, and that was great because he was the wind between my wings. He told me to do it, and I said okay, and we did it. And I have to tell you, the scholarship committee under his guidance is one of the biggest that we had in a long time. We have over $36,000 in a scholarship. And this gives me opportunity to thank Zbyszek, since he was recognized today. He started a new scholarship called Marshall Lewandowski Scholarship for the students who are studying in the art field. So I thank you, and he's generously donating money every year to that. So I thank you. I thank Mr. Majasz for going on the radio every Saturday and reminding Polonia to give money to the scholarship because we are in need. And it works. Recently, thank you to Pani Elżbieta, we received $10,000 donation to our scholarship, which is great. Thank you. Ryszard, now I'm going to read what it says in there because that was in the script. I didn't have a script to say what I was supposed to say, but it's in my heart. I thank you. You know, we had the installation committee, and I have to thank them because they were great. And Andrzej Ładak, where are you? He was my backbone. I wrote something and he corrected, or he said fix that or fix that. And Ludwig Robert, where there is Ludwig, he was, when I have a problem, I would call him wherever he was. He was up north. He says, I'm buried in the snow. What do you want? I had a question. Andrzej Osik, I was in New York and I couldn't be here. Andrzej and Grażynka did all the nominating, counting the votes, and I thank them for that. Who else did I forget? Andrzej Chodowski. He was another gentleman who was so absolutely wonderful. Again, I was in New York and I said, you know, there are new nominations. Can you send them to me? So he took a picture of every one of those applications and he sent it to me via text. So I thank you. Thank you, committee. We've been doing this for a few years. I don't know if the new president wants us to do it again, but it was a very rewarding job to do that. So I thank you. Oh, I have to put my glasses to read this. You know, I had a friend once before when things didn't go right. He says, forgive me, I never been old before. You know, every award has its purpose. Recognition, for appreciation, for a thank you. And we couldn't think of the word to thank Ryszard for his work, so we decided to be a distinguished award. So this is American Polish Cultural Society Distinguished Service Award, proudly presented to Richard Zdzisław Tarnitsky in gratitude for this dedicated leadership of the President, 2019 to 2026. You know, it's the 2-year terms, but he did for 5 years because of COVID, so Richard was president for 5 years. And when we went to choose the awards, his wife says, well, you know, this I can put in the kitchen. Everyone who comes, they can see that. So that's why he has a base. So I thank you. I thank you for being here. Congratulations to our president. Congratulations to new coming president, George. And I thank you for being here.
Case, what I'd like to say, speaking of Barbara, she is a dynamo. She is, other people have said this before, but it's true. I can't say enough good words, and I speak on behalf of so many people. She's an inspiration, and she always has been. And she's impossible to refuse or to turn down when she's so persuasive. But on a more serious note, I really admire her, and again, I speak for so many people, that her energy, her dedication, her leadership in many ways, and her willingness, which is a part of leadership, is the willingness to listen to other people, to take advice and to act on it. I can't say enough good things about Barbara. So at this point, I'd like to invite Barbara for a kind of a surprise. Yes, and back up to the lectern.
American Society, I would like to say thank you for your dedication, hard work, and for everything you do for us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I thank Thank you so much. That is, there's nothing like more rewarding than being appreciated. I do it because I love it. I do it from the bottom of my heart. But I sure thank you for this recognition. Thank you.
General Manager of the American Polish Cultural Center, Elżbieta Wenke.
And gentlemen, today I would like to take a moment to thank our incredible board of directors, the people who make decisions, solve problems, and somehow still smile when things get complicated, true survivors of APCC. Thank you for your dedication, teamwork, and commitment. To our directors who have decided to leave us, we want to thank you in a very special way. You have been with Center through the ups and downs, and what just happened moments. We are grateful for everything you have contributed to American Polish Cultural Center. On behalf of everyone here, welcome you, George, and support you in this role, this important role. Thank you.
I would also like, before we conclude today's presentation, to invite Richard Valavender to come up and perhaps say a few words on a topic.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I have a long version and a short version, and I asked Pani Basha which version should I give, but since she gave such a long version herself, I'll give the short version. Szanowni Państwo, jest dla mnie wielkim zaszczytem pogratulować nowo wybranym członkom zarządu I dyrektorów. In conclusion, I again want to thank you for your willingness to serve as leaders of the center and the society, especially at such an exciting and challenging time. Thank you, and may your leadership inspire a new chapter of strength and renewal for all who cherish Polish culture. Dziękuję.
So to speak. Thank you for for all those of you that I have had the pleasure of working with, including a stint on the board of directors several years ago. And in closing, thanks to all of you for being here, and as George just said, and as others have mentioned, for representing, regardless of your age, representing Polonia, the best of Polonia today, and also giving us hope for that Polonia to continue, so that we can have events of this type for years in the future, and enjoy and appreciate the Polish heritage that is represented by those of you present, and by this center, and by the American Polish Cultural Society. So thank you, have a good evening, and stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you in a couple of years, if not earlier.